Hello friends, welcome to engineering tutorial. So here we are with another question on the application of superposition theorem in circuits involving dependent sources. So far we have discussed around 3 questions, so this is the 4th question I think. Okay, so here we are with this circuit with all these circuit elements present. So this here is the dependent source. Okay, so this dependent current source is dependent on this current I subscript O, this current flowing through this 10 ohm resistor. So this becomes a current controlled current source. It is a dependent current source depending on some external current, means current flowing in any other circuit element. This becomes important. So in order to determine I0, we also have to find out V subscript O, means the voltage drop across 10 ohm. So if we use any other method of analysis such as nodal analysis, we can solve it very quickly. Okay, this circuit can be analyzed very quickly, but we have been asked to apply superposition theorem. Okay, so we have to apply the basic principle of superposition theorem, which means we have to consider each of these independent sources one at a time, deactivating the other and keeping the dependent source intact as it is. Okay, so let us do it. So in the first step we will keep the 6 ampere current source, independent current source, and deactivate this 30 volt voltage source. So how to deactivate it? Simply short circuiting it. Okay, short circuited. And now we will analyze this circuit. Now if we now try to put nodal analysis, then we have to consider 2 nodes. It will become very lengthy. So what we can do here is that if you see this portion, this circuit portion, 6 ampere and this 40 ohm, we can convert it using source transformation theorem into this format. A voltage source in series with a resistor, the resistor will remain as it is, and this will become 6 into 40, which is 240 volt. I have already discussed about the various methods of circuit analysis such as source transformation, star delta transformation, current division rule, voltage division rule, so you please check out those videos. Okay, so we have converted this into this form. Now it becomes easier for analysis. Let us replace it by this. Okay, we'll replace it with 240 volt and this resistor 40 ohm, 240 volt. Okay, now we can easily apply nodal analysis because now we have only one node here, this node. Let us call it V and the potential here. Okay, now here let us call in the first step this as I0 dash, this as V0 dash, so this becomes 4I0 dash. Here I0 dash, this is the important nodal equation here. I0 dash is equal to 240 minus Vn, is the potential at this node, divided by the total resistance involved, which is 50 ohm. So this is an important equation. Okay, this is an important equation. The total nodal equation here at this node, KCL equation, is I0 dash plus 4I0 dash is equal to, let us assume this current as going outward, then it will be Vn by 20, or we can write it as 5I0 dash is equal to Vn by 20. Now we have to bring it in terms of either I0 dash or Vn. Okay, so let us bring it in terms of I0 dash. Okay, all of this, or Vn. Let us keep it in terms of Vn. So we have to substitute I0 dash with this equation. So 240 minus Vn by 50 is equal to Vn by 20. So become 10. So this will become 24. 240 by 10, 24 minus Vn by 10 is equal to Vn by 20. Okay, that implies 24 is equal to Vn by 10 plus Vn by 20, which is equal to 20 to Vn plus Vn. Okay, which is equal to 3 Vn by 20. So 3 Vn by 20 is equal to 24, or we can write Vn is equal to 24 into 20 by 3, which is equal to 160 volt. Okay, Vn is equal to 160 volt. Okay, Vn is equal to 160 volt. 20 into 24 by 3. Okay, Vn is equal to 160 volt. Now our objective is to find out V0 dash and I0 dash. Okay, so we'll use these equations to find out I0 dash. So I0 dash is 240 minus Vn, which is we calculated as 160 by 50, which is equal to 80 by 50, which is equal to 8 by 5. Okay, 8 by 5 ampere. V0 dash is equal to I0 dash into 10 ohm, which is equal to 8 by 5 into 10. Okay, which is equal to 10 to 16 volt. So V0 dash is 16 volt, I0 dash is equal to 8 by 5 ampere for step 1. Okay, step 1 considering the 6 ampere independent current source. Now we will open circuit the 6 ampere current source and consider the 30 volt voltage source. Okay, so let us do that. Okay, so this is the next step in which we will consider the 30 volt voltage source and neglect the 6 ampere current source. So how to neglect it? Simply open circuiting it. Okay, we will open circuit it. Now we have to determine this I0 double dash and V0 double dash, because this second step. Okay, So again we will use nodal analysis method. Let us call this node again as Vn again, okay, another Vn. So here there is 0 ampere current, so it means this I0 double dash will also flow through 40 ohm. This is connected to ground, so we can write I0 double dash is equal to 0 means ground minus Vn by the total resistance, which is 40 plus 10, which is equal to 50 ohm, this much ampere, okay, this much ampere. This is very important. Let us write it down here for our reference. 0 minus Vn by 50. Now here the nodal equation for this circuit is I0 double dash plus 4I0 double dash. Let us assign this current direction in this way, okay, let us assign it in this way. So all these two currents are incoming currents, so one side is the outgoing current, so it will be Vn minus 30, which is minus to plus, so we can write it as Vn plus 30, Vn plus 30 by 20, this current, Vn plus 30 by 20. So here we will bring it in terms of all the I0 double dash, will bring it in terms of minus Vn. So this we can write it as 5 I0 double dash is equal to Vn plus 30 by 20, okay, Vn plus 30 by 20. I0 dash we can replace it with minus Vn by 50. Minus Vn by 50, which is minus Vn by 10. That implies minus Vn by 10 is equal to Vn by 20 plus 30 by 20. Bringing this on this side, we will get minus Vn by 10 minus Vn by 20 is equal to 30 by 20. Taking the LCM here, 20 minus 2 Vn minus Vn 30 by 20 is cancelled. That implies minus 3 Vn is equal to 30. That implies Vn is equal to minus 10 volt. This is important. I0 dash we will calculate from here. I0 double dash is equal to 0 minus Vn, which is minus 10 by 50, okay, which is equal to 1 by 5 ampere. I0 double dash we calculated. Now V0 double dash, let us remove all this, okay. You can rewind at any point where you don't understand, pause the video at that point and practice these things in rough side by side as you are watching this video, okay. Only then you can follow it, okay. So I0 double dash is equal to 1 by 5 ampere. So V0 double dash is simply I0 double dash into 10. It is the voltage drop across this 10 ohm resistor. So it is I0 double dash into 10, which which is 1 by 5 into 10, which is equal to 2 volt. So we have got V0 double dash and I0 double dash for step 2, in which we neglected or open circuited the 6 ampere current source and considered the 30 volt voltage source. Now we have to determine V0 and I0, okay, considering both the sources combined, the combined effect. So now we will calculate the V0 and I0 for both the 6 ampere and 30 volt sources combined. So we got in the first case I0 dash as 8 by 5 ampere and V0 dash as 16 volt. In the second step we got I0 double dash as 1.5 ampere and V0 double dash as 2 volt, okay. So the combined effect I0 as per superposition theorem will simply be I0 dash plus I0 double dash, because in both the cases this I0 dash and I0 double dash were in the same direction as I0, they were in the same direction. If it would have been in the opposite direction, then it would have been minus, but in both the cases I0 dash and I0 double dash in step 1 and step 2, they were in this direction, same direction as I0. So it is simply 8 by 5 plus 1 by 5, which is equal to 9 by 5 ampere, which is equal to 1.8 ampere, I think. 5 into 40, 9 ampere, 1.8 ampere. Next is V0, same summation, then the same polarity, because current was always flowing in this direction, the voltage drop has the same sign, same polarity in both the cases. So this also, it is V0 dash plus V0 double dash 16 volt plus 2 volt equal to 18 volt, okay. So these two are our required answers for V0 and I0. This is I0, this is V0, okay. The voltage drop across this 10 ohm and I0 flowing through this 10 ohm resistor. So we have got this. So I hope you like this video, and please subscribe my channel Engineering Tutorial for more such videos related to electrical, electronics, instrumentation and communication engineering. Have a great day. Thank you very much.